All right, good evening, folks. Everything new under the sun. Here's kind of the latest update from Ukraine. What Russia's saying. Looking at a map here, of course, this is Ukraine, and this is Zaporizhia. This is where the nuclear power plant is. Let me scroll up there, and this river here that the Zaporizhia is on. This is actually the dam. If I zoom in here, you can see the Zaporizhia Dam. Where are we here? Zaporizhia. Dnipro Hydroelectric Station. That's also known as the Dnieper, Dnieper River Dam, and this is what they're suggesting that is going to be blown up. Of course, Russia and Ukraine. Now, if we scroll out here, you'll see Kherson, and so they're talking about Kherson there. Let me get that out of the way there, and they're talking about Kherson here. Can you see that? Kherson is down. This map is too big for my screen there. Let me scroll out to Kherson. So we've got Zaporizhia and Kherson down here at the bottom, kind of right in the center of the screen there. So that if that dam is blown up from Zaporizhia, the water would come all the way down to Kherson and flood it out. So the latest news is this article from War News 247, and there's the dialogue there between Russian generals suggesting that they're going to move to the east of that river. So let me go ahead and I'll put that map back up. You can look at it. The dialogue between Russian general and commander of the Russian forces in Ukraine, Sergei Surovikin, with the Minister of Defense S. Shoigu, which was even broadcast to the Russian state television, is causing intense concern and fear. This is a translation of the War News, which is a Greek website. So he says, Commander Surovikin reported to the Minister Shoigu about the success of the operation on the right bank of the Dnieper River. So that's that river going from Zaporizhia down to Kherson. Coming to the end of the speech, he said, Mr. Minister, I propose to keep the line along the Dnieper River. Shoigu immediately says, I agree, let's do it. So they're keeping their lines in that region to the Dnieper River. Now, there's other news that Ukrainians are flooding into Kherson. Basically, Russia's pulled back out of Kherson for some reason. And there's speculation as to why exactly. And the answer may be further on. Immediately after the Russian command ordered the complete withdrawal of forces from the west bank of the Dnieper and their fortification east of the river. So you can see west of it is Kherson. That's where the actual city of Kherson is, mostly on the west side or the upper part of that river that you can see in the image there. Russia wants to line up and pull their troops back to the east side or the bottom of the river, if you're looking at the image there. Around that green tree, basically, is where I'm looking by Kherson. The Russian scenario is too good to be true, says the article, for the Ukrainians, and they're flooding in right now as we speak. Most likely, the Russians are afraid that either afraid or planning to blow up Kakhovka Dam. This was also emphasized by Sorokin in his message. However, the announcement of the withdrawal of Russian troops came shortly after Russian media reported that the deputy governor in Kherson, Kirill Shemyuzov, had been killed in a car accident. Now, this is a Russian deputy governor, apparently, in Kherson, and he was killed. So again, it goes on. A comprehensive assessment of the current situation. It is proposed to take up defensive positions along the left bank of the Dnieper River. I understand this is a very difficult situation, said Surovikin. There will be additional threat to civilian population and the complete isolation of our troop group on the right bank of the Dnieper, so on the Kherson side. Under these conditions, the most appropriate option is to organize the defense along the barrier line of the Dnieper River. We will save, most importantly, the lives of our soldiers in general, the combat ability of the troop group, which is futile to keep on the right bank in a limited area. And it goes on speaking about this. He said if Kiev proceeds with further increase in the flow of water from the reservoirs or more powerful missile attack on Kakhovka Dam, a water flow will form that will create huge flood zones and lead to significant losses of the civilian populations. This is the suggestion. In Zaporizhia, if the dam is blown up or along that river, then that would flood out that whole area and even Kherson and kill a lot of people. So it appears as Russia's pulling back for whatever reason. They fear that someone's going to attack the dam, or maybe this is a false flag. Regardless, there is suggestion there that Russia's pulling back and going to stay on the east side, pulling back all the troops to the east side. Ukraine thinks it's a victory. Meanwhile, maybe there's going to be a false flag on the dam and flooding out the area. Now, I want to point your attention to Rumble. Let's go over to Rumble here for a second. I'm just going to let's see, mute this. So I do have a Rumble channel. You can watch me on Rumble, although there's not that many people subscribed there. I am staying on YouTube. That's where the audience is. That's where most people are viewing them from. So I don't have a lot of views, but all my videos are duplicated across there. So if you don't see me on YouTube for some reason, then head over to Rumble and you can view it there. I do have 40 subscribers on Rumble, though. Everything new under the sun, all one word, sun, S-O-N, of course. And you know the reason why, because we're new creatures in Christ. We're new under the Son of God. And so, again, you can check me out there if you ever can't find me. I'll look to have some, I'm hoping to get another video out tonight. But that's kind of the update from Russia. And, of course, they warned about, the 8th, what was going to happen on I think it was the 8th. And now there's news coming out about, again, troops pulling out of Kherson, staying to the east side of the river. So what does that mean, again, for Kherson and what the Ukrainians think they've won and they've moved in? They're moving in as we speak. Let me just pull this one up here. This is War News 247. Again, a general offensive of the Ukrainians has begun in Kherson. They are entering the city. Rage in Russia. Black page in the history of the Russian army. Now, what does that mean? Do they think that Russia is being pushed back? Or is Russia choosing to go back because they know something's coming? So this is the question that's open right now. So I'll leave there, guys. Quick video. Thanks for watching. Be prepared. Many things are happening. A lot of weird things happening even around here with cyber attacks, which maybe I'll follow up with in the next video. So don't miss that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.